This just in. Stephen A. talks too much.
It's a young samurai. I smoke a spliff in the cut, then I pass a lie to my bro. No fuck with my flow. Couple bad bitches and a cup of that tro. So it's just THC.
Hey yo, I appreciate it if you could hit that like button right about now. BBN, Jack Frost, what's up, party people? Hey, hit that like button and that subscribe button, and while you at it, join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. Hey yo, look, I'm gonna assume that if you're a reporter and you cover a sport, one of the one of the most important things you could have is a good rapport with the athletes of that sport in order for you to be able to do your job. It's pretty hard to do your job, report on what the athletes are saying, get exclusive interviews and whatnot, if all of the athletes, one by one, are refusing to speak with you. There can be some difficulty. Now, when you're just a beat writer, you're just in there when everybody else is in there, so anybody can shout out any old thing and you can get your story, right? But when you have a syndicated talk show on the radio and you have a spot on the ESPN major channel, on the ESPN #1 major channel, then it's very, very important for you to be able to get the inside scoop on things, at least every now and then. Stephen A. Smith has decided that that's not the route he wants to take. So what he does is, well, the latest thing that he has done is, he has decided to come out and say that LeBron James basically intimated that he would punch Kyrie Irving in the face if he was standing in front of him. Wow. It says a lot. I mean, to be perfectly honest, the NBA might actually like this, because when Kyrie leaves, whatever team Kyrie goes to, they're going to be playing Cleveland on Christmas Day. I can guarantee you that. Whatever team Kyrie goes to, Christmas Day, they're going to be playing that team. That's facts. Watch. You heard it here first. Well, that's if you heard it here first, if somebody else didn't already think of that and then say it. But if no one else thought of that and then said it, and then you didn't hear them say it, then yes, then you heard it here first. Look, I'm going to assume that when LeBron James heard that Kyrie wanted to leave, he was upset. That's rational to be upset. And then, now let's just say for just a split second, he was in a state of mind that he even made such an accusation. Like, yo, man, I punched this, N-word in the face. He's making me so angry. Ooh, I'm mad. Right? Be perfectly honest with you, I would think that would be a normal response. But he's not going to punch Kyrie Irving in the face. Kyrie Irving was standing right in front of him. He wasn't going to punch him in the face. He was just upset. So if you're going to report that, it needs to be reported in such a way that, LeBron James was extremely disappointed in Kyrie Irving. Even though, I wouldn't think that he would, because it would be so far out of his character. He wanted to maybe have gotten a little bit physical with Kyrie if they was in front of his face. I wouldn't have reported it at all. I don't care who would have told me, unless I heard LeBron say it, and me and LeBron spoke on it. I wouldn't have reported that, because there's some things that's just left in a quiet moment. I'm going to give you a quick example. When Babe Ruth used to play, you don't think all the beat writers, because the beat writers used to travel on the trains with these guys. They traveled on the trains to go from city to city. That's how they got there. They didn't go on buses. They was on the train. So they traveled on the train to go from city to city. You don't think that the beat writers, the reporters wasn't on those trains with the athletes and saw all the womanizing and saw all the drinking that Babe Ruth did? Saw all of the behind the scenes stuff that the public didn't know, the public that looked up to Babe Ruth knew nothing about? Yeah, they saw these things, but they didn't report them. They didn't try to tear down the character of the athlete. You understand? Now, there's certain athletes that if they would have said it, they would have loved for that to reach the paper. A freaking Rasheed Wallace, a Kenyon Martin, because that's their character. That's the type of people they are. That's what they do in the NBA. These guys are no nonsense guys. They're not trying to, oh, I don't know if they were trying to, but these aren't shoe deal guys. These are in $100 million freaking sponsor guys. Making sponsorships, $100 million here, sponsoring something else, $50 million a year there. Well, the life of the contract, $50 million. Pardon me, not a year. That's what these aren't those type of guys. So if Kenyon Martin got pissed off at one of his co-workers or teammates, he was like, yo, I was about to punch this MF in the face, and then you report it and you go back to Kenyon Martin, you're gonna be like, hell yeah, I said that. But LeBron doesn't have that image. LeBron isn't looking to have that image. So even if LeBron did say that, this is just something that you don't report. Now, with that being said, LeBron knows who he said whatever he said around. If he said this, if LeBron said this, he knows who he said it around. So now he knows basically who in a small group or what specific individual actually told Stephen A this crap that now got him in this other little mess. So Stephen A has just successfully, very, very, very successfully, by chance, quite possibly, I'm not going to say 100% sure, but by chance, it's a good chance, he has successfully, Stephen A, yo, I don't know what to say about this guy. I mean, I got quite a few YouTube brethren that don't like him much, but I mean, I don't know. But anyway, so he has successfully dry snitched on another reporter that LeBron James thought was cool. Yep. I don't know what to say about Stephen A. I mean, what high-profile athlete in basketball deals with him at this point? He has an ongoing thing with Durant. Right? Now he's been had an ongoing thing with LeBron, whether everybody else knows it or not. He's had an ongoing thing with LeBron for years. He said something negative about LeBron, like when he be talking about how LeBron came up short, I think in one of the finals, and he still talks about it, how LeBron came up because he's not going to change his position, and he can't. He's been talking about it too long. So one of the finals, LeBron came up short, and so he still speaks on that. So LeBron don't really deal with Stephen A too much to a degree. So yeah, Stephen A got that issue. I can't really name anybody that Stephen A does not break stories anymore. Stephen A is just there for shock value. That's it. It's a shame, shock value and cooning. I mean, I don't want to call him a coon, but he's going real hard for OJ to go to prison over some murders that he was acquitted of. I don't see him out there on the front lines when these police is shooting people. I'm talking on the front lines. I'm not talking about after everybody else is talking about it, so now he can bring it up because it's safe. I'm talking about on the front lines. I don't see him on the front lines for none of that. Anyway, let me know what y'all guys think about this. Because y'all guys think about this is way more important to me than what I think about this, because I already know what I think about this. So like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you ain't hit that notification bell yet, you playing yourself. Share, and that's all I got on this one. I'm out.